Perfect timing.
Perfect. I was like, oh god, he doesn't spawn with me. But then I remember, you just stay in there and I can just protect you. Should I do battery?
Your choice.
Ah! Ah! Hey, yo. Better to get these early. Ah! They're termites. I didn't quite read that. Do you want to get that one? Or nah? Because I already got one, so. Watch your health, buddy. Can you read what it does before you pick it up?
Nope.
Yeah.
Plus, where the fuck it? While you have shield, fire missiles on every hit. Corrupts all ATG missile MK blah blah.
Oh, here we go. Chance to repeatedly strike a single enemy with lightning corrupts all ukuleles. Oh, instead of striking multiple, it just strikes that one. That's actually really good, though.
So it's like another crit?
Well, it's like ukulele, but instead of spreading to multiple people, it just shocks that one guy that often.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like another crit.
Well, what do you mean another crit?
It's a random chance to do more damage.
Yeah, I guess. But it's instead of AoE, it's single target.
Oh, look, another one.
What you getting from that one?
Oh, it's the same one. It's the root one.
Chance to root enemies on hit corrupts all chrono bubbles. What does a chrono bubble do then?
Oh, that is... wait. The corner, but it slows enemies down.
I got fungus. Oh, instead of slowing down, it straight up stops them. Oh, okay.
Bruh, this thing is so cool. You can't! Are you serious? Oh my god.
What happened?
He fucking shot at me, so he pushed me, so I chose the wrong thing.
Oh, I got something that corrupts will-o-wisps. And I got a log. Full health enemies detonate.
I'm coming for you and your family.
Wait. Oh my god, if I hit a full health mob, they straight up just explode. Oh, you didn't die.
What does this thing do?
Yo, if the, if the portal was up here, that'd be so cool.
Dude,
this
that's
reminds
so cool.
me of Legend of Zelda.
Dude, this thing is so cool.
Why?
If I have shield, which it gives me automatic small shield, I can shoot missiles every time I hit anything.
If I hit someone with full HP, I basically trigger will-o-wisp. I think.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, they just explode. Damn, you're getting all the money for me. I literally have no spawns. Ever. Which is so weird. I guess it's random where the mobs spawn. Either with you or with me.
I'm getting spawns as well. Oh my god, I got red.
I mean, I'm not getting any. Oh, they're like miles away, that's why.
I got red.
Already? No, wait, red is... yeah, red is legendary, right?
Yep.
Obtain a resonance discharge by killing enemies. Try something conflict. Dang.
God dang!
That's crazy, mad. I found the portal. I got a mocha? Oh, dude, mocha's good. So they increase attack speed and wind speed? Oh, it's also good in the game. Yo, do bonus damage to people that are full health? And then I also do the explosion. You see that? It's crazy. Alright, I'm gonna start the boss. Can I get the first hit?
Oh, sure.
Alright, I got first hit. Yeah,
Why am I
don't
dying?
you got lasered.
What? I wasn't showing on my screen. I got lasered.
Yeah, it was looking down. That's why. Good shot. I think you killed him. Damn, you do so much damage. I accidentally picked up one item, so you get the other. I thought I wouldn't automatically pick it up.
Oh, I'm dead.
I was gonna say stand on me. Okay, stand on me. Alright, good enough. They're all over there. Oh, they're in the sky.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Damn it. Fuck. Can't. Oh, it does reset. Cool. That's interesting. I think we're done. I'm done here.
I'm done here. Next mission. Let's go. Sheesh. And mob spawn in 3, 2, 1. I forgot sprinting is a thing. Oh no, my character sprints automatically, I think. Is it sprinting a toggle or a hold?
Special ability. It's a toggle. It is for me.
Okay.
Oh, there's a corrupted bullshit here.
Yeah, we have to kill 7 of them. It's interesting how it changes the atmosphere completely. What's this thing? You want 50% of my health? Oh, I get it after killing y'all. Where's the last one? Alright, I was slowly dying in there, so I left.
I think good. Why not?
Oh, is it the ones floating in the air? You found him? There's 2 now. 1. Okay, you got it. So what's this one?
That was so cool.
Oh, it's a pick-me. I guess I'll take the flat damage reduction.
Bruh.
What?
I kept myself in the air for so long.
2? No. What? Oh. Is this weird fungus?
Yep.
Heal while sprinting! I'm cracked!
I'm literally on crack.
Yeah.
Damn, no leftovers.
Nope, I took it all.
No, no munchies.
Nope, I took it all.
Oh, he was dead.
He was already dead. Oh wow, it bounces a lot. Okay, I gotta use that more. Wait, I think I heal you too.
Oh, there's another fungus here. Should I take it?
Wait. Oh yeah. Take that. Because then you also get the effect at least. But I think it heals us both. I think it creates a little ring around us. while we sprint. Like, check it out. Come close. We should be both healing each other. I think we might be. I like the void stuff. The void stuff seems interesting, or corrupted. Portal's over here. I'm gonna activate it already.
Wait,
Or button. We haven't done button yet.
Wait,
might as well, yeah, might as well do button. Wait, you found one?
No.
No, okay. Me neither. I don't know where to look anymore, so.
Just randomly.
Yeah, I'm just running around. That's what I got in my head right now for some reason with this song.
Gain a 0% but since the kill. Okay, that's the critical thingy-majig.
As you found button, A button. Wait, how do you do this with one person then?
You don't.
Oh. It's locked behind having friends. That's such a hard game mode, dude.
Well, I think engineer can do it though.
Huh? Yeah, the engineer can, because he can just place a turret on the thing. But I mean, it's not like you're gonna play engineer every round. Isn't the button like obvious?
Sometimes it will be hitting. Here it is.
You found one. We need two. With my calculations, if your button's there, my button has to be right here. No idea. I probably ran over the button like twice or something.
Oh, cover.
Maybe it is only one button.
There's 2 buttons.
Oh, okay, they didn't change that. I
I
don't know, they
think so.
changed so much, so. Ooh, crowbar and soldier salage. Okay, where's the button that you found?
It's in near a stone bush. Kind of, not really a bush.
Oh, I found it. Yeah, it's this one. I 100% probably skipped it.
Oh, I insta-killed that one. Wait,
Oh,
that's
this
sad.
is gonna be, can we find the button in Risk of Rain 2?
Oh, come on.
Maybe it's over here. I haven't been over here yet. Like, I don't think the buttons are random, right? I think they're in set positions. I never really looked into that, ever. But I only know where the button... 4 places where the buttons spawn, and I checked all of them. And now someone's gonna be like, there's only 4 places where the buttons can spawn. Bruh. Bet Sursa skipped over it somewhere. Dude, we're gonna reach impossible difficulty before we even find this button.
Should we just say fuck it?
No. I want the stupid button. If this is gonna be the whole fucking stream, it's gonna be the whole stupid stream. But I want this goddamn button. Ah! I'm climbing up hills and mountains to find it. Even though I doubt it's over here. Oh gosh, I'm dying. No, I guess not. I made it up to the skeleton. Oh, I found the secret. I can give us blue portal. Hey, look where I made it.
Where are you, baby man?
Okay, so your button is here.
Oh, I found it.
I'm a dumbass. Meow. I went past it like 8 times. Alright, are you on your button?
Yep.
Me too. Alright, we got it. Beep. Alright, do you want the items? Since you found both buttons, I think it's fair.
Well, don't forget 2 items.
Yeah, but it's better if you have both of them.
Why is it better that I have them?
Hmm?
Why is it better that I have them?
It's not better that you have them both, but it's better to have both.
Okay, why don't you want it?
Well, you found both buttons. It's only fair.
Okay.
And oh, wait, you have corrupted lens. Gains 0.5. Oh. That's pretty sick. Oh my god, your corrupted glasses are overpowered if you have a fast shooting character. Nice achievement.
I want a quick clue.
Yeah, I didn't even get to play the game. Thank you very much.
Teehee. But this character is fun because he has a guaranteed crit thingamajig.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Headshot crit?
No, if you shoot their back, it's a guaranteed crit.
Oh. So you don't even have to play on the idea of crit chance.
Well, it's still a good thing to do.
Yeah, you're cracking him. He's on you. Nice. And that was all you, buddy. Except for my first hit. My first hit cracks. You take... Okay. I was gonna say you should take the yellow item, because it gives you a health regen. I guess you get both. Wait, that means you got 4 items! So unfair!
Wait, where did I get this item?
You picked it up because you walked over it!
Oh.
Yeah, you picked up
Sorry.
both. You picked up both. All good.
Let's see.
We'll see what we get in the next boss. Ooh! I got a monster log. I guess I'll get that instead of you. Hehe. Unless we both get the monster log.
I think it's an individual.
Wait, isn't there like a debate if you jump down here?
I don't know.
Me neither. Hey, I dare you to jump down there. Hey, Sursa, look at me. Oh, might as well. Okay. I thought so. Ciao.
Oh, there's a new area.
Another one. Another one. My guy doesn't even one crack him. Never mind. I don't know where that damage came from, but it was definitely not your damage. It's the weird, like, how do you do 110k damage?
Maybe my red.
Yeah, insta-kill mechanic, that's how. Oh my goodness, there's little spores that explode. That is spoopy.
That is baby. Oh my god.
Calm
Oh
down.
god.
I'm trying to find the guy that is stomping so much. It's the railgun.
It's your butt. Okay.
I win. Oh, I almost lost. I mean, I never lose.
Oh. That's a lot of damage.
Wait, do the prices of the chests increase with the difficulty, or is it level based?
Level based?
Thought so too.
I don't know.
Me neither. That's
Maybe
why I
it's
said
both.
I thought so. I want this. I want dibs on that. So don't go there. Thanks. No, wait. Never mind. Dibs on that. Basically, equipment. Someone's stomping. Okay. Supermassive leech heal for a percentage of the damage you deal for 8 seconds. Alright, Mr. Equipment Bot. You can have that item. So if you use it, hopefully I'll be able to heal. Okay, someone got this fucking stomp. The stomps. Oh, and I am officially dead. Oh.
Yeah.
I survived. Oh, good. Oh, he's in here! Yo, this is a big cave system. Yo, there's like this whole cave system down here. Anything fancy? What are these red rocks?
Lower.
They look like... I'm not gonna say it. Alright, have you found Mr. Portal yet?
Nope.
Where am I at? Oh my god, those deal a lot of damage. Gain gold on taking damage! Oh my god. I'm rich. That's what I do all day. You're dead? What?
There it is.
Oh, there it is. I heard I'm dead. Alright, let's activate it.
Well, is that what you want?
I don't know. Oh, there's another one.
Oh.
Gain 100% critical strike chance. I'm activating it. Oh, Beetle Queens. Nice. You should pick up the item so we both have a chance. I see.
Oh!
Oh, there's a worm down there. Scarab? I forgot. Oh my god. Oh goodness, how many items do you have?
None.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, I mean you mainly no, never mind. You just have a lot of fucking items. I was gonna say, I guess you mainly have non-stacked items, but you're just a thief.
No, I'm a bandit.
Where's the difference? The principle. Thieves steal, bandits take.
Exactly. I just take what's mine. Okay,
Mine, mine,
children.
mine, 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 mine. I mean, if I'm dead, it doesn't matter. Yay! Okay, you can have the other one. No, I also have half a chance of insta-killing stuff. I mean, half a chance is
What is this?
Hogwarts chance. Oh my goodness!
Glad
Watch out!
enemies
It's a pottery. It's a pot thing. Ah! Ah! I'm a librarian. Give me that. What? You know what? I don't even have to play the game. You'll just play it for me. It's a gumball. You can hit him from there? Damn,
It's
you're
because of my
cracked.
missiles.
Oh. Oh my god, that did 400k damage. Swiper, no swiping. What are the green ones?
What the hell are these?
That's
Oh,
what
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
You're
I got
full health. Just keep sprinting.
It's because of my elixir thing.
Oh, lucky.
Save me. We're not lucky. I was fucking about to die.
Yeah, lucky
We
that
got a
you
golden boy.
got an elixir.
We got a golden boy here.
A golden? How much does that one cost?
2k.
Wasn't there a way to parkour this tree? It's a tree? Corrupted tree? Tentabolo? Isn't that the one that you have? That makes stuff slower? I mean, if you want both of them, you can have them. It's up there. I don't know what it is. You can have it.
Yeah, it's the thing I have.
Yeah, take it. Two's better than one. I'd rather have you be cracked than have me 10% of what you are.
Where's this thing? Bow, bow,
There's another one.
bow, bow. Where?
I'm opening it. As long as fucking Beyblades don't kill me. Okay, Beyblades almost killed me. Thank you, Potion, for saving my life. It's a doll? I'll take it. Block the next source of damage.
Oh, so it's teddy bears.
Yeah,
Is it?
teddy bears, but I get a bubble, so it straight up just blocks The next hit I take? Wait, so does it mean it leaves the second I get hit? Oh, you want to do boss?
No. We need to get the dude.
What do? Oh, the gold.
The golden.
I got it. I'm rich. Yo, look at this mushroom. Oh! Mushroom make you fly.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
Alright, now we can do the boss.
Red pocket ICBM. I have no idea what that is. All missile items deal more damage and fire an additional 2 missiles. I don't have any.
Well, I got Tesla coil.
Does that count as a missile?
No.
Oh, you mean as a red item?
Yeah. I got it from my supply ship.
Alright, go ahead. You can use fancy mushroom to get out of there.
Oh.
You can use the fancy mushroom to get out of there.
What? Where did I die?
He exploded. Oh, I'm dead.
I was behind the wall. This
Please
game's
don't let me
broken.
die.
I don't even know what killed me.
I'm absolute balls at this game.
If I got killed by that explosion, then I blame the video game. Then it wasn't my fault. The game was just broken. Because I was behind a tree.
I mean, I used the mushroom thing to go up top.
Yeah, but I landed ahead of him. I couldn't see him, but he could apparently see me.
Or maybe something exploded on you.
That's one thing. So if the game tells me it was the fucking dude, then I'm gonna be mad.
I'm inside. Chill. Ah! Oh my god, I love the equipment drone. I hate whatever that was. Yay, red portal. I hope it revives you. I forgot if it doesn't.
It revives me every time we get into a new level.
Okay, I hope this counts as a new level. That's what I'm trying to say.
It does.
Yeah. Alright, this is the fun one because this has all the loot and all the crazy
God.
mobs. And low grav. Oh my god, you can go underwater and it's cracked. I forgot this is like mainly lizards. What else is it? Rock monsters, right?
Lizard man, take me by the hand. What the fuck was that?
Ba, 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 da, ba. I'm gonna climb the tower, I think. Wait, with the loader, this is 10 times easier. I'll just do it with the loader.
When you get money, when you get rich.
Well, someone keeps taking all the items, so I can't actually get stronger.
There's a fungus.
Yeah. Actually, maybe you do better because you died last time.
Well, that's because of broken game mechanic.
Sure. Sure.
Let's see.
I spawned us a couple. Let's hope it doesn't kill us. Alright, we seem fine. Okay. I guess we don't need to get the last. Oh no, wait. We need to get the last one to be able to damage him. I forgot. I'm shooting him. I'm trying. I missed my dart rain. I love it how I never shoot the person I want to shoot. Let's go! Oof. That guy just comes from behind and nukes me.
You get 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One for me, one for you. Nice, now we spawn 2 of the dudes. Even though they're weaker, it's still 2 of the dudes. Alright. We continue.
I guess.
Oh, come on.
What?
That was a big one.
What about it?
That one was not necessary.
It was 100% necessary.
You forced it.
Well,
Hey, look at that guy right there. Would you call him fat? Oh my god. Oh, he took 7k damage!
What the fuck is that?
It's a slime, but as, you know, fire devil. Oh my god! It's almost dead, that's what that is. I think that is, mom. Mother.
Mommy.
It stops moving. Let's see. Okay, it's a laser. It's gotta kill me. That is probably the scariest thing in the whole game, not gonna lie. That is 100% the scariest mob in the whole game by looks. Just by looks on his own. That guy wins the spooky contest.
Here's a thing with you.
I see. And what are you? It is a encrusted key. Yeah, okay, no one cares about that. Gain access to encrusted caches, which... Nice. I would like to make it over there. Thanks. Is there like a way to go back from here? Oh, it goes both ways. Wait, I can just stay inside it. Yo, that's broken.
Dude, it was fucking ascending, dude.
Dude. Look at me. I'm God.
Look at you, now look at me.
I'm actually God.
Hi,
No!
God. I'm dead.
Oh my god, I'm God again. I swear to God, you're supposed to be falling if you're inside this.
There you go, another one.
Satan spawned on it. It's another teddy. Perfect. I would have died without the teddy. That I picked up the same frame. I wonder how the game would play if you only had corrupted items. If it would be overpowered or if it wouldn't be that strong. Hey, Ark.
What's this? Full health enemies detonate on hit.
Oh, that's Will-O-Wisp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have. It's gonna make you so much stronger.
So it's like a weird version of crowbar.
I'm good. How are you? Yeah, except that you have 2 crowbars now, apparently. Bless you. I got a fungus. Dude, I'm about to become a sprinting healer machine. I just come by, heal you, and run away again.
Hey yo.
What? Not currently. I'm trying to get used to the game because I haven't played this update, and I refreshed all of my whole game. So if somebody joins and they already have everything unlocked, it kind of ruins the experience. Apparently, it adds your items to my loot as well.
I got what?
There is, oh, Dragon Egg.
Oh.
Do I want Dragon Egg instead of crit? Ah.
Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da. Love the music in this
What
game.
is this? Missile drone. Medic! Yo, cracked. 1.77k. How much damage have you done in one shot, huh, punk?
I don't know.
They just call you punk.
Do that a lot.
Nice. I swear to God, there's a spider on my ear. Something just crawled on my ear. I died. He didn't do any damage. He didn't do any damage at the beginning. Why did he suddenly pop off? Oh no, I didn't see it. Might be on me. Might just be like completely blind. Oh, it's too straight. It's straight. There it is.
It's straight?
Straight now.
Ooh. Oh, we take those.
Congratulations! It's behind you, but yeah. Yeah, you found it.
Oh, there.
Cool. Congratulations, you're even more cracked.
Should we keep going or?
Oh, it depends what you want to do.
Let's keep going.
Oh, that makes it keep going?
Yep.
That was the other way around. Well, we need floors 30 to get the engineer. Which is a cracked goal. Defeat the teleporter boss in under 15 seconds. I did it. I did it. I just want to mention I did it. I got the achievement. But you got a different one. You got thingy. Going fast recommended. Your movement is so weird.
Is it?
I know, because you like move, you switch direction in the air so fast. Instead of being like floaty. Oh, it's because you're jumping. Yeah, let's take a look at the item difference between him and me. Ah.
What?
Ah, yeah. This is fair. Don't forget to use drums. Might as well.
Nothing's really happening at the moment.
Well, you're done. Let's go.
You ready to die?
Wait, so we're doing boss?
No, but now everything changes.
Wait, it does?
Yeah,
Why?
more elite spawn now.
Deja vu?
I have been in this place before. Oh yeah, bosses spawn as well.
Oh, that's way cooler. The only problem is I die in 2 seconds, so it's not like it matters.
In the end, it doesn't even matter. The hell is fucking this? What the hell? Encrusted key.
Oh, I have it.
Oh, look at that.
I literally don't kill mobs at all. I have no damage. You want to check what's in the chest? Of course, he clicks the mountains without asking for permission. Hey, we gotta do it. If it's there, we do it.
Well, I can't open that thing. You need it. Because I don't have the key.
Yeah, give me a second. I found another void thingy, and I'm about to die. Oh, I guess not. Ukulele on crack! I got 2 of those. Alright, let's open the box. Let's see what's inside. Isn't that like a YouTube channel? What's inside?
Maybe.
Alright, you want to see what's inside? It's probably just a void item or something like that.
Try it.
Does it use the item? It uses the item. Oh, you get to pick your item.
Oh, that's cool.
You get to pick your void item. Wait, maybe you should pick.
What should I pick?
Do you want to pick? I don't know. Maybe it's more useful if you get it.
Well, I don't know any of these.
You can get teddy bear if you don't have teddy bear already. It just gives
I'm
you an
gonna get this one.
invincibility.
Oh, watch out! That is terrifying.
Where did that guy come from? Oh my goodness.
From the void. There's a teleporter.
You want to do it? Speedrun?
I need money.
I'm activating it. We got plenty of money.
Oh, more glasses.
One of them is gonna crack. Well, I got insta-killed, but I survived because of the teddy bear. It feels good. Never mind. Hey, I died 5 times! I got the teddy bear! I unlocked him! I can actually get him now! No wonder I never dropped. Don't die, don't die, don't die! Oh my
Oh, thank God for the
goodness.
elixir.
Again? Oh, you have 2 more actually. But it doesn't mean you should use them. Nice. Damn, I just die every time. I'm just too weak. I need to get better at the game. Or, you know, let's look at the item difference. That's gonna be my excuse forever. Oh, nice! You get more loot drops. By the way, after I recommend going once around the map real quick just to check if there's any chests. Or actually, right now you can probably see the chests that haven't been opened yet because of the hooks. So you kind of can just assume where to go.
Man, this game goes hard.
Yo, log?
Oh, it is bit.
Oh, you got 2 logs. Awesome.
Oh, look at that.
Congratulations. You now have 4 coin. You could have gotten the turret. Don't you? Isn't there an achievement for getting a bunch of turrets?
Oh, maybe.
Chance. Nice. One more. One more. You have plenty of money. One more. There you go. You have plenty.
Oh, cool.
Nice. More glasses. What's your chance to insta-kill? 1.5%.
Ain't that nice? Oh,
Wow.
I'm too fast. Oh.
Nice.
What?
That was impressive. I did not think you'd make it. Or did you have like another jump left as well?
I believe so.
Oh, okay. There's another one. What's that? Yo! We both got bookworm. I guess logs share then. Oh, what's that?
Gives me stuff for free printer. What else is it?
Wait, you can choose what items you want to give it?
Yeah.
Oh!
You scraps it. Then I can use it on these.
Oh! Ew. That's disgusting. Wow, you got a lot. Another chance. Do it all.
Oh, another one. Oh.
Cracked!
Another one.
Dude, you're gonna absolutely destroy everything in flames. Ooh, item.
What the fuck?
Wait, there's a mob following you.
What?
Yeah, there's a mob following you.
Oh,
I missed. Oh, it's a pet.
oh, what? Okay. Now you made it personal.
You literally do more damage than me by just existing. You just walked over there and you did more damage than I do. That's so unfair.
Alright. Now we're done.
Alright.
Oh. I go in here and I miss something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is just straight up playing Risk of Rain 2, but in the dead perspective.
Oh my god. I'm dead. Oh.
I think I got something cracked. It just said upgrades your items at the beginning of each stage. That's pretty insane. Assuming I can survive a stage for once. What's that? Oh, pennies. I was hoping it was syringe or something. Hey, I got crowbar! What are you? Oh, you're a dead body. Ooh, nice. Oh, it actually tells you 10% chance to bleed instead of just chance to bleed. When did they add that?
Doom.
Doom.
Jesus.
Oh,
I'm
what?
one-shotting everything.
Yep. And I'm over here taking 12 seconds to kill a mob. Unless I insta-kill it. Oh.
Have you seen it teleported?
Nope, didn't really look.
I might have found it. Yeah, I did.
Okie dokie. I will make my way over there. Maybe I can shortcut it. And I can. Maybe staying up here will let me survive. Hey, you want to activate it while I stay up here?
Alright.
I don't think I'll be able to hit anything from up here. Ah, I will be able to hit. Nope, never mind. Hey, there's one left. And Sursa wins.
Oh, whoops. I landed on one.
Enemies with 4 or more debuffs are marked to death, taking damage.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh my god, they split again? What is the ring? Is that the thing that binds them so they can't move?
Yeah.
Ah.
We did it.
Yo, I got flawless. Did you get flawless?
No.
I mean, so far, ever.
I don't know.
Let's go. Wait. Oh, that's what it does. Wait, did it upgrade every single one of my items? No, okay. Only a couple. I hate imps. Can we leave?
Let's
We're gonna have imp overlords, 100%. Or worm. But I'm pointing on imp. Teleport is over there.
shurikens. Activating your primary skill throws shuriken.
I'm finding a cracked mob. Oh my god, I'm one shot.
Oh god.
I won. Oh my god, this is like a whole ass boss fight. I died.
Oh no.
I told you I wanted to do the boss and leave. Oh, what's that do again? I forgot.
It spawns enemies.
Ah. You want to do it? For item?
Sure.
Well, that was easy. Hey, how can you even see with this brightness, my guy? Can you even see anything?
Kinda.
I can't. It's all pure white! What do you mean you can see?
What did you mean? This is fine.
I can't see! What the fuck? Hey, yo, cracked. I'm telling you, this is what player 2 feels like. Hey, nice, I got a new coin. Yeah, I get the pennies on hit more coin.
What was the thing?
Straight. And then a little left. I can see it from here. Well, behind you, but yeah. You don't need to kill more mobs.
Oh,
You'll be fine.
Let's
And
hope.
dies immediately from implords. Well, I guess if you're gonna stay in the air, you'll be fine. You're dealing more damage by just existing. Well, that's one down. Oh, that's two down. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, no, not three down. Oh, that one didn't die that fast. He's behind you. And that's three down. Yeah, let's look at the item difference real quick. You
okay?
I mean, I got one more weeping fungus than you. A single. So in theory, I'm doing better on that hand. But Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, buddy. I wonder what's giving you all the damage, to be fair. I'm not even sure. I feel like it's the ice thingy that really helps you out. Not necessarily damage with keeping people away. Ooh, portal.
That's the one that kills you, though.
Oh, yeah. Obelisk.
Do you get achievement for it?
We get a character for it, right? We get the ninja.
Okay.
It was a joke.
Let's kill ourselves.
Wait, don't we get to fight that one guy?
What do you mean?
Isn't there another place to go here?
I don't know. Alright.
Alright, dibs on the obelisk.
Oh.
Discover and enter 3 unique portals. Ah! It played a trick on me. Yeah, that's unfair. I can't do that. No, I'm dead. I died. It's all up to you.
I think you teleport back.
No, you don't. You die. Can you click it, please?
Waiting for you to die.
No, click it. If I die, I don't get the achievement.
Fine. Is it just an infinite void?
Nah, I teleported. Ah, I thought you don't. I thought you die.
Well, now we die. Suicide's badass.
Not if you have a infinite blocking.
Oh wait, no. Oh wait, I remember. Twice. There you go.
I shattered into a million pieces. Isn't there a second thing here?
How much damage did I do? Damage dealt 3.6 million.
Wait, damage dealt. Oh, 7.2 million. Not million. Thousand. Hey, that means I actually didn't do that bad of damage. I guess.
Million damage, 100k. Most damage dealt, 40k.
I mean, I did half of the kills that you did, so.
Items collected 136. You collected 69.
Yeah, let's go!
I collected double.
I told you you had more items than me. I knew there was something off. Oh, but you made 112 purchases while I only made 65. Which still means 24 of those items came from somewhere else. I wonder who gave you those. The 50% that made you have more items.
It could be there was like, or does that count as purchase, the takeaway health ones?
Wait, Cosmic Explorer, this item will now randomly. Oh, okay. I personally think that.
I got an achievement for like killing 15 bosses in one run.
Oh, what's that achievement called?
I don't remember. Maybe.
Oh, yay! True respect.
Obliterate yourself with Obelisk. Of course, it's the weeb.
What? What do you mean it's the weeb? What do you mean it's the weeb?